Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing this March the 27th, 2025, noontime daily update here to give you a little look at what's going on in the overall market. We ask you to bell notification and comment down below, like the channel and share to keep this rolling train that is because of you, the listeners and the subscribers have been trucking along to help spread the truth, trust, education and information, most importantly, back into the cryptocurrency market, and to give you the confidence and knowledge to make educated and informed decisions for yourself in the best way that you can. And you can see we've been uptrending in views since November each month. We're about to overtake after yesterday's analytics move in. This will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the last 5 months where we've uptrended and uptrended nicely. And this is all thanks to you. The watch time hours are the same thing. We can see we've consistently had the uptrend, and we've breached and broken out in March. And March has been our best month in a very long time. And you can see the subscribers, 126 of you so far this month. And we've consistently 64, 63, 87, 93, and 126 and counting. Our goal is maybe to hit the 200 subscriber count for the month. And members of Jabroni Killers, I can't thank you enough for your support and your dedication to helping make this channel the #1 cryptocurrency channel on YouTube and in the sphere, while we also bring truth, trust, and education, most importantly, back into the sphere. You can become members of Jabroni Killers by hitting that join button for an industry cheap that I've made it of $3.99 a month. I've made it that cheap because I'm not looking to get rich off of it. It helps move the market, the channel, and it helps me make new content. Nobody cares about your spatula, jackass. And helps allow me to keep making these daily videos with the education and truth and trust. By your support, hit that join button, or you can, in the video description or the pinned comments at Jabroni Killers, just click that friendly, easy link. And then Robinhood and Coinbase are right there below on the trading sites that I use, if you would like to trade on the sites that I do. And this channel with peace and love could not happen without you. And Jay, you didn't tell them the weather information. All right, we have clear skies, crystal blue skies, slight overcast into the southern skyline with a current official temperature of a nice springtime 46 degrees, Jay, right? And we all look forward to hearing the current official temperature. And if we look at the Bitcoin price today, there hasn't been much movement. If we look at where we're at, we're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern that I believe we're in. Could it be wrong? Yes. But I think we're on the right track here. You can see the left shoulders over here. This is the head. The neckline is down here. You can see that at 58,000 and change, just below 59,000. And we're in the head right now. And I believe we're in this dinosaur, as I've coined it, the dinosaur conveyor belt turtle reversal pattern. You can see the turtle shell and then the turtle's head. Looks like a conveyor belt. And usually, almost always, they come on the downtrend where the price is falling, like you see here. And then you have a little bit of a rally. And as the conveyor belt weans and wears out, they often roll over on themselves. And that's what I am forecasting this to do. As you can see, the moving averages are starting to try to run parallel, as we've been in between the 100-day or the 50-day at 88,000 and change, and the 200-day at $85,529. But I believe our next major move is coming down here to 73,877, followed by what could be a small bounce up into like this, before I think we're going to start to trade even farther down as we work our way in through the mid-springtime. But that's something that we're going to continue to watch. But currently, we're moving right about where we thought we would, in between the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. If we look at the hour time frame, we've just been still. You can show me bolts. You can show me aluminum. You can show me deep roller bearings. But I don't want to buy any of it. Jay. right? Just makes me more irritated. But you can see we're running just in a consolidation pattern and a slight consolidation to the downside, which we still have a shot to come all the way up to this $90,000 before we roll back over, as I believe, and come on down towards that $73,000. So if you're above this 85,000, the 200-day moving average in the daily, you still have an outside shot of hitting 90,000. But then I believe there would be a rejection there. And I think our next major move is coming down here to that 73,000. Bitcoin dominance. You can see it's still trading parallel if we go into the daily time frame. We've been trading sideways ever since the 64.37% dominance that we hit back there. I believe that was the February 3rd spike. It was where we had a massive spike. But if this ever does try to roll over on itself and come back closer to the 58.54% dominance, and we have a quick move to the downside like this, sort of like what you've seen right there, see that? Then the altcoins can really have a relief rally, and there would really be energy, momentum, and room for the altcoins to move, because when dominance is falling, irregardless of the Bitcoin price, altcoins are rising. When dominance is rising, irregardless of the Bitcoin price, altcoins are crashing, right? So that's why we pay attention to that. If we look at XLM, we are still within the same area that we've been talking about for quite some time. The 50-day moving average is slightly running down at 30 cents. The 200 is running parallel at about 28 and change, 28 and a half cents. And we're still sitting on top of that 200-day moving average, as we were been bouncing since about 14, 13 days ago back here, where we said we could have a slight move back to the upside off a technical level. Super simple and easy. First mover advantage here at Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Back up in between the 200-day at 28 and the 50, where you can see we almost did hit the 50-day moving average in the daily right there. We thought that's where there would be a likely rejection point, sort of like you've seen two other times prior, once, twice. And we believe, and I believe, that we're coming down to 18 cents, followed by a pretty significant rally. From, say, it hit the 18 and a half cents, dead on the nose, we're forecasting potentially a 40 to 60% pump after that on a retracement from a major significant technical level. And then I think we could have one final fall push to the downside, where we could forcefully come down to that 14 and a half cents. But these 18 cents and 14 and a half cents, if you've never bought an XRP or XLM and you wanted to buy XLM, but you had a fear of missing out, and you were thinking about buying up here at the height of this 3-week rally, when old Vincenzo said that is not the time to buy, these are your times to accumulate. If you've never bought an XLM, or you already own a big bag and you want to accumulate more, the 18 cents and the 14 cents are very good areas to accumulate in, because from the pre-pump level, the 14 cents is only 57% up from that 2-year consolidation, and it's a 1x move at the 18 cents, but it's a far better buy-in than way back here at a 6x, 600% move to the upside, or else you would just be getting beaten down each and every day for the past 3.5 months, wondering what you did and questioning your life decisions and thinking there's no way to make money in this coin. But it was really all about the timing that you bought and not the coin itself. And that's why we were letting everybody know back here. And I think that's really one of the things that started getting this channel moving, was we followed the way up. And then when we got up here, we said, now is the time not to buy, because it looks like we're going to have an extended short to medium term bearish action. And you can see we've had that ever since, and we're going to stick with that, because I believe that that's what we're in. The same thing with the XRP. The XRP is in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. You can see we got rejected at the 255 last Wednesday with the Fed noise and the official end of the Ripple case, where you're squeezing between the 50-day moving average and the 100-day moving average. And we've had a pretty significant candle body to the downside after we've had that nice rally off of the neckline that we talked about a couple of Thursdays ago, that we could have a nice rally, and we've been trading sideways. But eventually we think we're coming down to this $1.92, And still do not want to buy you, Jay. But we believe, and I believe, that the $1.29 head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern is going to come here in the next couple of months, month or two, because this neckline has been hit now multiple times. Once, twice, 3, 4 on a wick, 5, 6. Eventually that neckline is going to break. The targeted move is going to hit. And as that targeted move hits, there could be a reactionary pump after you hit that technical target at $1.29, and it could potentially have a very significant rally. So we're going to keep following that. The AMP is attempting to break out of this massive falling channel that we're in there, and we've been in for quite some time. And I think there's still going to be a 40 or 60, 70% pump from the breakout of here, because the technical target on the breakout would be all the way up here at just about 1 cent. Not saying it's going to stay up there, but I think that this is going to happen, and it could give up the gains just as fast as it makes it. But I think it's overdue for a substantial push to the upside after it's been down greater than 80%, 75% from its high. If we look to see if there's any news on my way out of here, the blockchain group adds another 580 Bitcoin treasury amid stock price surge. Nobody cares about that. Bitcoin miners, Cancun reports 88.8 million Q4 revenue, cuts net losses. XRP rivals Stellar at 29 cents. Don't care. See, though. Should you buy Stellar for April 2025? Trump Media Group signs non-binding agreement with Crypto.com to launch ETF. Meta Plant buys 150 more BTC, now holds 3,350 with year-to-date yield of 68.3%. So there's nothing that I really want to talk about here. Australian government outlines new innovation-driven crypto regulatory framework. We'll scan this and then I'm going to let you go. Australian federal government Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has unveiled a new digital asset framework with a focus on innovation and consumer protection, seeks to support innovation in the country's digital asset, came up with reform that provides certainty to the industry. The move follows a similar approach to the regulation in gangs, including the European Union and Singapore. Blah, 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 blah. We know that the digital assets and blockchains represent big opportunities for our economy, financial sectors, payments, industry, and capital markets, the joint statement noted. So there's something we'll follow along. In September, the central bank and Treasury highlighted that a wholesale CBDC could play an important role in enhancing the Australian market. So we'll follow along with that. Check in some more news later on today. Like, subscribe, follow, become members of Jabroni Killer to help bring back and move and bring us as the #1 cryptocurrency insider on social media and the most trusted source for truth, integrity, education, and information. To all of you, I thank you very much. Peace and love. The Rex Eyebrow J.